try it live video. The earth is now in, but the earth is taken here from the garage consumer unit. It's come on, it's running, the system is earth. We can look at tidying up the wires later, but I do have power onto that, so I can program it. And if I whiz round the garage to the consumer unit, which is rather in the dark over here, you'll see that there's a, oh, you can't see, I'll do some pictures and you'll see that there's a, the earth wire has been cut on the input side from the house, and I've got local earth to a ground spike outside. With respect to the lathe, there's the lathe. Right, this is my eye level, so my eye level is in line with that top shelf. The lathe's there. The lathe stand is raised up on blocks. It's a very solid stand, and then the lathe itself is raised up on raising blocks, which brings it to a reasonable operating height for me. I don't know what feet there would have been on this stand. However, one thing about the inverter is it's just below my eye level, and because this LED display is recessed in, when I'm looking at it I can't see that top segments across there, which means I'm stooping. I've just been through the programming. This is the PDF. You can get the PDF for this ATV11 inverter. I've just been through all the programming menus, looking at the settings basically. It seems to have remembered, came with this motor, seems to have remembered the settings even though it's been powered down for a long time. There must be a non-volatile memory that seems to have remembered all the parameters for the motor. The acceleration deceleration parameters may need to be changed for a lathe as to what it was on previously, but the basic current trip settings are all set. Anyway, that's all I need to say about that. I'm quite happy about where the shelves are with respect to it for air circulation. It's not running, so it's not getting warm at all, but there seems to be plenty of room around it. It doesn't need any further casing. It's protected from dust falling from above and things from below, and I think I don't need to worry about the clearance I've got here. Somebody mentioned oiling, and I could take the shelf back a little touch, but I'm reasonably sure that with a little oil can I can oil that. So good points being raised by people on Facebook forums about this, and now with a ground spike in and a locally earthed consumer unit in the garage, this seems to run fine without tripping any circuit breakers. Here's how the split rail consumer unit is configured. On the right you've got MCBs protected by an RCCB, and that's for most of the wiring we've got in the house, marked on there. On the left we've got a circuit breaker, and then these MCBs here, individual RCDs. Do they call them RCD? What do they call them? Anyway, RCDs, they're not cheap. One for the kettle sockets, one for some kitchen sockets. The reason for that is I had a kettle that used to keep tripping a circuit breaker. So if you put it on a separate circuit, it can trip these ones and not trip the rest of the house. And the other one's on kettle sockets. Not sure why. It's in case there's a hot plate, because I also had a hot plate that used to trip things. Not that I ever use one now. So it just means that they're on a separate, you've got some separate sockets. These lot won't trip when they trip, and vice versa. When these ones trip, it won't trip those. That's it. That's the layout. What I'm going to do is move that wire to that place, and just swap these two MCBs over, because is that 40 and that's 32. I'm going to use a 40 amp one. This test is a big fail because, of course, the neutral is split, so it's not just a matter of transferring the live over. A bit of exposed earth there. You've got to transfer the neutral over, so there's the split bus bar for neutral up there.